And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Baltimore Orioles and the Arizona Diamondbacks. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. So, almost ready to get underway. And towing the slab here, Corbin Burnes.
The opposing hitters are going to see a lot of cutters. This guy can throw it to the front side of the plate, the back side of the plate, so you're really not able to cheat to get the fat part of the bat on the baseball.
And now the shortstop, Gunnar Henderson.
For the Orioles, shortstop, Gunnar Henderson.
Burnes has worked along with mental skills coach Brian Cain since September of 2019. And as well, he reads Harvey Dorfman's The Mental ABCs of Pitching. He reads at least a chapter on days that he starts. Hauls it in for the out. And a quick out, number one. Here's Adley Rutschman.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect label over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level. All right, Boog. So I was scrolling through social media the other day, and a video of Adley popped up. It was a clip of him playing college football for Oregon State. How athletic is this guy? He tackled Stanford great Christian McCaffrey. Seriously, what can't Rutschman do on the field?
And the batter now, Jordan Westburg. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1, 2, 3. And we're back. And today's starting pitcher, Cade Povich. What do you look for here?
Well, he's not a rookie, but still very young in this game, learning his craft. I think the key is getting consistent reps and the opportunity to develop his stuff. Looking forward to watching him pitch in this one.
Now it's the DH, Corbin Carroll.
He's got pop, which is a little sneaky because he's so comfortable with taking his base hits to the opposite field, but he can jump you if you make a mistake.
Fouls it off, still 1 and 2. Just misses with that one.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And the sweeper misses. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Pretty good pitch on 3-2, right around the knees, but just no help from the umpire.
Geraldo Perdomo stands in now. Runner on the go. Pitch in for a strike. Safe at second, and that was not close. The shortstop takes the ball. Move to second. Carroll dives back in safely. Runner on the go again. Got him swinging. Sanchez throws. Too late. Stolen base. And the go-ahead run is now only 90 feet away. Now at the plate, Pavin Smith. Cut on and lifted in the air. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. And they strike first as they take a 1-0 lead.
Picks himself up an RBI. Tried to get inside on him, but he was ready for it. Just kept his hands in and turned on the pitch. Quick bat through the zone.
And now it's Josh Naylor. Next offering is fouled back. Smith, the base runner at first with 1 out. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count.
Well, lots of pitches thrown in this first inning. It's kind of that nightmare scenario for starting pitching. But you know what? It's still early enough. He can settle in. He can get some length if he just cleans up his mechanics a little bit.
That's off the mark. Now 2-2. Swings and misses, struck him out. Here's Gurriel.
Batting fifth, left fielder, Lourdes Gurriel Jr.
2 outs. The changeup missing, and it's 2-1. Gurriel gets a piece. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. And welcome back to the ballpark. Top of the second. So now the Orioles cleanup hitter, Tyler O'Neill. Check swing, and he went. And that's strike 2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Here's Ryan Mountcastle. 1 down, base is empty. That one not close. 2-1. One out, base is empty. Make it 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along. Laureano comes up to hit. And it remains 2-2. Set down on strikes. And he strikes out the side for the 2nd time today. Back here in the desert, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Eugenio Suarez up to hit now.
Eugenio Suarez.
Kicks and deals. That one is upstairs.
Way to lay off that fastball up right there. You're looking for something you see well that you can handle, but you also have to keep the discipline so that you're not popping up pitches that are just a little too high.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Breaking ball misses down and away.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
Jumps, but it's off his glove. The throw won't get there in time. He's in safely, and now there's a runner at first. Alec Thomas now.
Batting 7th, center fielder, Alec Thomas.
That's a strike, and a count 1-2. Grounder might be 2. Slings to second, and that's 2.
Man, that is such a tough double play to execute as a first baseman. To not only field the ball and make a good throw to second with a runner in the baseline, but also to hustle back to first base and get set up to receive the return throw. That takes great footwork and an awareness of where the bag is.
Well, got to pause on that thought, as that'll do it for the inning. Back here at Chase Field, and now the veteran catcher, Gary Sanchez. Hit on the ground to short. Toss to Naylor. One up, one down. Ramon Urias digs in now.
Third baseman, Ramon Urias.
The part about Burns' journey that's so interesting, former fourth-round pick out of St. Mary's, where he pitched alongside Tony Gonsolin. Pitch misses, ball 2. But you go back and look at Corbin Burns in 2019. He threw 49 innings and had an 8.82 ERA. Ground ball right side. Handles, throws to first. First 2 batters retired here in the top of the 3rd.
Batting ninth,
Jorge Mateo now.
Jorge Mateo.
And a foul ball. The main adjustment that Corbin Burns made was that he got rid of his four-seam fastball and really leaned on the cutter. That is his signature pitch. And now today, he is a cutter sinker guy, and the four-seamer really doesn't make much of an appearance. 2 down, nobody on. Swing and a ball lifted in the air right field. He just missed it. Smith makes the catch, and that's the 3rd out. And we're back as we go to the last of the 3rd. And stepping in is the speedy Garrett Hampson. Here's a 1-1. And strike 2. Fights that one away. Still 1-2. Swing and a miss. Curveball in the dirt. Sanchez gathers, throws, gets him. One away on a drop, 3rd strike.
Well, maybe approaching this at bat with a bit too much determination. Sometimes you just got to let the game come to you.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. So digging in, Geraldo Perdomo.
Geraldo Perdomo.
2 out, space is empty. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep. Quips it to Mountcastle. That's the 3rd out. Inning over. And welcome back to the ballpark. New inning getting started. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Gunnar Henderson. And there's a ball.
Ball 2.
The next pitch misses. 3-1.
Now in this 3-ball count, down in the ball game, you've got to be very selective. Take your walk if they'll give it to you.
And that's ball 4. And that's how they get their first base runner of the game.
Up next for the
now
Orioles,
here is Adley Rutschman.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Way out front for strike 2.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
That misses, and the count's full.
So here we go. Base runner at first, could be running on the pitch. He's got good enough speed to steal the bag to get in scoring position, even if it's...
And a swing and a miss. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game. So next to hit for Baltimore, Jordan Westburg.
Second baseman, Jordan Westburg.
Fouls one off. 2-2. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. Here's Tyler O'Neill.
Right fielder, Tyler O'Neill.
Tying run is at first. Top half of inning number 4. Gets him to chase after that one.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go.
Runner on the go. Fouls it off. Still 1-2. 2 outs. Fouled off. And they'll do it again. Got him looking. That's a strikeout. Bottom 4, and here is Pavin Smith.
Diamondbacks right fielder, Pavin Smith.
The next offering misses, and it's 2-1.
You know, these D-backs doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way.
This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. Didn't quite have enough. Here's Josh Naylor.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch. You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
Base is empty, 1 away. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Hard hit to third. Whips it to Mountcastle, and there's 2 down.
Now batting.
Here's Lourdes Gurriel Jr.
Oh, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Wow, nice play from his knees. The throw. Nicely done for the out. Ready now for the 5th inning. Now here is Ryan Mountcastle. Fouls 1 away, and now 3-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That's his 9th strikeout so far. Here's Ramon Laureano.
Designated hitter, Ramon Laureano.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. The Orioles still looking for their first hit in this one. Hard hit left side. Suarez throw to first in time. And the first 2 set down to the top of the 5th. Gary Sanchez at the plate. 2 down, nobody on. And we're at the top of the 5th. Swing and a ball driven pretty well out towards left center. And that is that. Back here in the desert, we head to the bottom of the 5th. Now the third baseman, Eugenio Suarez. Swings and misses. 1-2.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Now a jump throw. Not in time. He's safe.
Well, with his speed, he doesn't get a whole lot of those infield hits, but he was giving it everything he had right there. He clearly didn't catch that one on the big part of the bat, just kind of muscled it out there. And, you know, on the mound, it can be pretty frustrating for a pitcher, but you just kind of have to expect those to drop in there sometimes.
Suarez on at first, nobody out. Right back to the mound. Could be an easy 2. To second, there's one on a Mountcastle. It's a double play.
Now batting.
Here's the catcher, Jose Herrera. On the ground to short, Henderson. Fires across the diamond. That ends the inning. Top six and into the box for Baltimore. Ramon Urias. Liner, and this could be trouble. And that's going to get into the corner. Safe at second with nobody out, and he represents the tying run.
Well, there goes the dream of the no-hitter. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
So now 3-2. Fights it off. He'll see another. Stays alive. Man at second. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Gunnar Henderson now at the plate.
Listen, there's absolutely no reason to pitch to this guy right here. You nibble, you see if he'll expand his zone, but don't give him anything to hit. If you walk him, not a big deal. You have a double play opportunity set up.
Just missed.
Here's an opportunity to do some damage and perhaps unlock this offense. 3-1 count. Be ready to turn on a fastball.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Second walk of the game for him, and he's been really patient at the plate. The game plan that he's sticking to. He's just not going outside of what he's looking for up there.
Tying run in scoring position, and we're the top half of the sixth. Next pitch is outside.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
That's a strike.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
Got him swinging. So up next, Jordan Westburg.
Now batting second baseman Jordan Westburg.
2 on, 2 outs. Strike 2, and there's a real chance they get out of this without allowing a run. In the air, left field, down the line, and that's a fair ball. The throw in, it's offline, and he scores.
Really nice job of 2-strike hitting in that at bat. Hooked around that pitch on the outside, but he was still able to square it up pretty nicely, and that takes quick, strong wrist to pull that off.
Now the batter now, Tyler O'Neill. Next offering misses, and it's 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Henderson over at second. Westburg at first. 2 out of the inning. Swing and a ball driven out to center. Ranging back. Onto the track. And he makes the catch. Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound. Brian Baker.
Now pitching for Baltimore, number 43, Brian Baker.
Here's Garrett Hampson.
Leading off for the Diamondbacks.
You know, this guy's great speed is in the back of that pitcher's mind. If he can get on, it's going to give him one more thing he's got to think about.
Shortened the bunt and missed it. Going to count 1 and 2. Had Swings and misses. It's a strikeout.
Now batting.
So the batting order turns over. And next is the designated hitter, Corbin Carroll. A little out front there as he swings through it.
Filthy changeup right there. Just pulled the string.
Center field. Mateo has a beat on it. Hauls it in for the out. 2 down. Next up for the Diamondbacks, Geraldo Perdomo.
Hey, man, 4 pitches, 2 outs. That is an excellent pace.
And that's in the dirt. On the ground to first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it.
Now pitching.
Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound. Jalen Beeks. He's pitching on 2 days rest. Ryan Mountcastle getting ready to hit.
First baseman Ryan Mountcastle.
That one fouled off. 2-2. Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the 3rd straight at bat. And now the DH, Ramon Laureano. All tied up here in the top half of inning number 7. On the ground to third, Suarez. The throw to first, and Laureano is retired. Here is Gary Sanchez.
Gary Sanchez.
2 down, nobody on.
Ball.
Close one, doesn't get the call. 3-1. Foul ball there.
Look out. That ball was smoked. Man, I am so relieved that they have this netting down the lines. Just ensures safety for the...
Oh, now this is blasted. Way back there. On its way. Gone. His first homer of the year, and just like that, they're out front. It's 2-1. Ramon Urias, the next to hit for the Orioles. And a ball and 2 strikes. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Smith pulls it down, and that'll do it. Solo homer brings in 1 for Baltimore, and it's now a 2-1 ball game.
Pitching for
We're
Baltimore.
back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Yennier Cano.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Pavin Smith stands in now for the Diamondbacks.
Right fielder, Pavin Smith.
Looking to get the tying run on base. That one down the line, and foul ball. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Sanchez gathers, throws in time, and the drop third strike leads to the first out. So here's the cleanup hitter, Josh Naylor. Next pitch is outside. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Holding on to a one-run lead here, the bottom of the 7th. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck, way back there. Makes the catch, gliding onto the warning track.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
What a stop to first, and they get the out.
Now pitching for
Welcome
the
back, and a new
Diamondbacks.
arm on the mound to start the 8th. Joe
35.
Mantiply.
Just trying to keep this one close here,
Mantiply.
and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Here's the center
Leading
fielder,
off for
Jorge
Baltimore,
Mateo.
Center fielder Jorge Mateo.
Two balls, one strike.
And now 2-2.
No need to offer that pitch until you get to 2 strikes. It's just a low percentage of success when you want to try to go after that down and away pitch.
To the right side, Hampson. On the run, throw to first. It's there, and that's a great play. Here's Gunnar Henderson. He was drafted out of high school, but for a brief moment, he thought he'd be playing college baseball at Auburn.
Well, unless he was drafted in the 1st round, the plan for Gunnar was to go to college. So
now this ball is well hit. This one's got a chance. On the warning track, and hauls it in. 2 down,
Now
bases
batting, left
empty.
fielder,
Adley
Adley
Rutschman
Rutschman.
will hit next. That one missed. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. And that keeps the inning alive.
well, he's been having a hard time
Up
just
next
putting the
for the
ball in
Orioles,
play in this
second
one, so
baseman
that should help
Jordan
soften the blow.
Westburg.
I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
2 outs. Fights that one away, still 1-2.
Two balls, 2 strikes. Full count.
In the dirt. Battling here as he fouls it away. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. So now 2 on
Outside, ball 4.
and 2 outs.
Not what he wanted to do right there,
Now
Boog.
batting,
That keeps
right
this inning
fielder,
alive,
Tyler
puts a runner
O'Neill.
in the scoring position, and a chance for this offense to add on to their lead.
And that's through there for a strike. Now 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Smoked on the ground, a second. That ends the inning as they squander a chance to pick up some insurance. Back here at Chase Field, bottom of the 8th. Eugenio Suarez up to the plate now. And now 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That one
That's
missing
it.
inside.
Ball 2.
Fly ball down the line. Makes the catch, and there's 1 gone.
Just pulled off of it a little
Now
bit
batting,
right there.
the
That
center
front
fielder,
shoulder coming
Alex
open instead of
Thomas.
staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Yep,
And
that
that's
ball went out.
outside. And a count 2-1. And that one is inside. Trying to hold a one-run lead here the bottom half of the 8th inning. On the ground right side. Whips it to Mountcastle. And now 2 gone.
Now batting,
Jose
catcher,
Herrera, the
Jose
next to hit.
Herrera.
That's a huge defensive play in the late stages of the game. It might not be the most challenging we've seen today, but it needed to be made. That's helping
2
your
balls,
team.
1 strike.
Next offering is down low. And that drops in for a strike.
Wow, that's 89 on the gun, and it's a changeup. It's like good hitting if you're looking for it, but because of the speed differential between the fastball and that pitch, really hard for a hitter to get on time with it.
And that is the inning.
Now pitching for
A new
the
arm into the
Diamondbacks.
game, the righty, Shelby
Number
Miller.
7.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality
Miller.
pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Well,
Leading
one-run
off for
game.
Baltimore,
Ryan
first
Mountcastle
baseman,
digs
Ryan
in now.
Mountcastle.
And it is 2-1.
You got 2 balls, 1 strike.
Swing and a miss and a slider.
It's a tough day at the plate. 3 strikeouts already. It's hard not to think negative, but you got to find a way to somehow center up the baseball and put it in play.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And he's gone for the
Now
4th
batting,
time tonight.
designated hitter,
Ramon
Laureano.
Laureano now at the plate. Next offering is fouled back. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. One down, base is empty. And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball.
Up next,
Gary
for the Orioles,
Sanchez now.
catcher, Gary
This is a guy
Sanchez.
who is very highly regarded defensively. Fun to watch him control stuff behind the plate. Good game caller. Good at framing, but it's that big arm that really stands out. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And he strikes out the side in the 9th. Welcome back, and here comes the closer, Felix Bautista.
Now
A
pitching
chance
for
at his
Baltimore.
first save of the year.
Number 74, Felix Bautista.
Now, Garrett
Leading
Hampson.
off for the
What are you looking to do in
Diamondbacks,
these spots? You're
second
down a
baseman,
run. You're
Garrett
leading off the
Hampson.
inning.
He's not a power hitter, a guy that's looking to tie it up with one swing. So he's going to take and get into this at bat and try to get deep into the bat. Ultimately, however he can, get to first base.
One-run game, bottom 9.
Ball.
That one in the dirt, and the count is 2-2.
When you got a catcher like this guy with a big arm like that behind the plate, it really shuts down the running game.
A little bit low. Full count, 3-2.
It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, at fastball.
And a swing and a miss. And one gone. He's 2 outs
Now
away.
batting,
This is Corbin
designated
Carroll.
hitter, Corbin Carroll.
Swings and misses. And the count 1-2.
2 strikes.
He's gone off speed. He needs to elevate here with 2 strikes out of the zone.
The 1-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Got him swinging for the strikeout. And Arizona with just one out left.
Now
Next to hit for Arizona,
Geraldo
Perdomo.
Perdomo.
That clips the zone, and the count is 1-2.
Just amazing to me how many closers and back-end relievers just throw absolute gas these days. I never would have had a chance.
Lifted to left, and this should do it. And he's got it. Ball game. And the Orioles hold on to win a tight one as this one ends as a one-run ball game.
This was by no means an offensive outburst. Only 4 hits the entire game, but good teams find a way to win, and they did.